Okay, so before this video even starts, I just want to say that this might be the most beautiful pre-built keyboard I've tried, and it sounds great too out of the box. Hey, what is going on guys? Welcome back to Lunatic Studio, your go-to channel for all things tech. And right now I have this keyboard from Yunzii that not only has great aesthetics, but it's also a great sounding keyboard out of the box. They sent this one out for us to try, and like I always say, I'll always be honest and open about the product. Ladies and gents, Yunzii's AL75. We are going to unbox this, see everything inside, and I'm also going to share a teardown of this keyboard so we can see the dampeners, you know, the PCB, all that kind of stuff, and of course, the sound test. Let's get into it. First off, I just wanted to say that the unboxing experience was really nice. It definitely had that premium feel to it, you know, just saying. Okay, so this keyboard has a compact 75% ANSI layout with a blocker between the right control key and the arrow key that also has an RGB light that acts as the battery indicator. You also have this blocker below the page down key that has this really beautiful shiny golden emblem that is held with magnets inside the board. And it also acts as the compartment for the 2.4 GHz wireless dongle. Personally, I find this gold accent really beautiful and aesthetically pleasing. It just blends in with the overall colorway of the base and top frame, as well as the color of the keycaps. It just attracts fingerprints because it is metal and shiny. They tend to do that. You know, if Yunzii had like, you know, a way for consumers to customize this emblem, that'd be so dope. And speaking about the colorway, you can also get this in black base color with black keycaps. What I have here though is the silver one, and the finish is just really great. It has really great coat quality, which gives the board a premium looking design. It also has a gray and white keycap colorway, and you can change these gray keycaps to blue with the keycaps that came in the box. It is great that Yunzii included these alternative arrow keys, escape and spacebar keycaps, so you can try this colorway as well. But I will stick to this colorway because personally it blends in nicely with my setup. This keyboard also has RGB on the globe with 7 different colors and 18 different effects that you can customize using the software or some key combinations. Function key and the backslash key can change the effects, and it also has 4 levels of brightness, and you can change them using the function key together with the up or down arrow keys. The base in the top frame is aluminum that has gone through a machine cutting process or CNC process to achieve this really nice and overall shape of the base and the top frame. The side profile is also nice. You have this 2-layer design that separates the top frame and the bottom base, giving the structure depth, which is really nice. The top frame edges are also great, and it has that thickness variation like what we see on Tofu 65 2.0 builds, which I think gives the keyboard a nice sleek looking design. The top and bottom thickness measures at about 3/4 of a centimeter, and the side thickness at about 1/2 a centimeter. The edges and corners are also smoothed out as to not have very sharp looking contours. Looking at the back of the board, and like any other aluminum bases, this also doesn't have flip stand, which is acceptable because it is what it is. Nevertheless, the typing angle is nice and doesn't put strain on your wrist over long periods of use because the elevation of the rear bases is not really that high compared to the AL76, which I did a review back then. If you're planning on getting that keyboard, make sure to check that video out first. Anyways, as I said, this part is significantly lower than of the AL66, which makes this keyboard very comfortable to type with even without a wrist rest. You have these 4 rubber feet to prevent the keyboard from sliding around. And like the Yunzii keyboards I've tried before, this also doesn't have any logos on the back. You also have the port and the connectivity toggles on the middle side on the top part. You have the connectivity switch for the Bluetooth connection, wired mode, and the 2.4 GHz wireless connection. You also have the switch for Mac and Windows mode. And in between those two is the USB-C port for charging and wired mode. This keyboard has 3 modes of connectivity. Like I said before, wired mode, 2.4 GHz wireless connectivity, and Bluetooth. And since this keyboard is wireless, of course, there are batteries. This keyboard boasts a 6000 mAh battery capacity, which I'm sure will last several weeks on a single full charge. Mine lasted about 7 days. RGB light always on for a good 8 hours a day. Not actually bad. This keyboard also has NKRO or N key rollover, which can register simultaneous keystrokes that is great for gaming. This keyboard is also equipped with PBT double shot cherry profile keycaps that looks really great. I said it before and I will say it once again, they are aesthetically pleasing mainly because I love minimal design. The other characters on them are super crispy and they have a nice font size. And since this is a PBT double shot keycaps, they will last a very long time and they will not shine easily. This keyboard is also 3-pin to 5-pin hot swappable with Kyle universal sockets, so you can fit most of the commercial switches out there. It's also equipped with Yunzii's Cocoa Cream V2 linear switches that are absolutely wonderful in terms of feel and sound. I will do a sound test shortly, so stay tuned. It has a polycarbonate top housing, palm stem, a single stage spring that has an operating force of 50 grams, bottoming out at 55 grams. It also has PA66 or nylon 66 bottom housing. The switch has a pre-travel of 2mm and a total travel of 3mm. It's also generously lubed, so I'm sure this will sound smooth. And now let's open up the board to see everything inside. Opening up the board, you will need a screwdriver with a hex tip. This board has a total of 8 screws that keeps the top frame and the bottom frame together. The 2-layer design played a huge part in making the board easy to open because some keyboard manufacturers has their screws very deep within the bottom frame, requiring a longer screw tip, which not many people have, including me. Looking at the top frame, it looks absolutely nice, very smooth edges, nice shape and build. Before you do anything, make sure to disconnect the single cable on the bottom, and what I like about this design is that the battery and the daughter board is connected via one cable, and that's the only thing you need to worry about when disassembling the board. The PCB and the plate are screwed together, so you're gonna have to unscrew it from the bottom. The plate has these flex cuts that helps with the cushioning when you are typing. It also has these 8 silicone gaskets that you slide on the mounts on the plate. It also has the plate mounted stabilizers already installed. It's also equipped with nice premium dampeners such as this nice plate foam, an IXP switch pad, and also a PET pad. The PCB also has flex cuts, a south-facing RGB which is great for underglow, and you also have these holes for screwing stabilizers. The PCB can only cater for an ANSI layout and you can't do alternative layouts other than that one. The base foam is stick directly on the bottom of the PCB, and I highly suggest not unsticking this because you just might lose the adhesive. I just think that it's already great stick down there. Looking at the bottom of the base, again, very nice. Edges are smoothed out and it just gives that premium feel. You also have two 3000 mAh for a total of 6000 mAh capacity battery that are fixed in place. Said this in my previous review of Yunzii's AL76 and I'm going to say it again, Yunzii has thought of the internal design very carefully. The build quality is impeccable as always, and the overall structure design is amazing. For the software, I can't really tell you anything because Yunzii is having some trouble with the downloads and stuff, and this is a perfect moment to suggest that yes, Yunzii may have a great software, but nothing beats VIA compatibility and is just overall very pleasant to use. And now to share with you the sound test. I'm gonna say this straight, that was darn good. The switches offered a really nice typing feel to it, very snappy, and it's actually very quick to actuate. Definitely missed the 50 grams actuation force since I've been using 45 grams lately. The stroke is very smooth and tacky. It's also factory lube that contributes to its overall smoothness. The sound is also very nice. It is clacky and very creamy. The stabilizers are also great, they are tuned to perfection. I didn't notice any rattling from them whatsoever, and they are very smooth as well. Well, another incredible pre-built keyboard from Yunzii as always. The build quality is great, the internals are amazing, the typing experience and sound are both incredible. The aesthetics are bangers as well, nice colorway, and also this little cute gold emblem hits hard. For people trying to do an ISO layout, you may have to pass on this one. The price of this board is $110 or 6,200 Philippine peso. You can opt for the barebone kit for a much lower price, but seriously, this pre-built keyboard is just so worth it considering that the keycaps are of high quality and also looks great. The switches that are very smooth and sounds very nice. The extra $15 is a good trade. This was such a nice experience from the unboxing down to the sound test. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be very appreciated. Subscribe to see more contents or reviews like this, and also to help the channel grow. Thank you for watching. As always, peace.